Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time y'all watching this. It's your favorite web reader, and I am back. Except for I'm not back with another read. I'm back with the vlog. I'm finna eat. I'm finna do a little mukbang. I got me some IHOP, and I decided today's gonna be the last day I order freaking DoorDash because at some point when you want stuff in life, you gotta make sacrifices, and a bitch be spending on some fucking DoorDash. Okay, so y'all know I'm mad because I done brought all of this dang on salt and pepper from my kitchen up in here, and they gave me little salt and pepper packets. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this food. I'm gonna show y'all what I got. The topic today is gonna be falling in love and kind of like how it doesn't happen just like that. Okay, I also got me a hot chocolate. It's the little cookies hot chocolate, so it's like Oreo pieces with toasted marshmallow on top. So it's not that flavorful. So I just got some Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix, and I'm gonna put it in there because I don't know why, but to me it tastes so watery. It tastes hella watery. So I'm and I was so confused. I didn't know if I wanted to get the pancakes because I usually don't really like hella flavored pancakes, but they looked so good. I was like, fuck it. I really starting to look darker, starting to look good. I really usually get like the stuffed French toast with strawberries. But when you go to the restaurant and get it, sometimes the middle still be cold. So I'm like, I don't really want to get that to go. Bro, that's so much better. So much better. I'm going to damn near pour this whole shit up in there. Fuck it. And I'm a little bit scared because whenever you drink sweet stuff, it usually make your food taste not as sweet because the sugars cancel each other out. But people drink coffee with their food, right? So I figure, whatever. I'm just stirring that up. And I've been craving hot chocolate. I made my boyfriend go get me some from the store. And his ass came back with the kind without marshmallows. Like, who the fuck drinks hot chocolate without marshmallows? But yeah, okay, so let me show y'all what I got. Let me show y'all one time what I get. Okay, so at the top. So at the top, it's called Cookies and Milk. Cookies and milk pancakes. So it had like whipped cream, it had vanilla icing, and then it's Oreo pieces in the cupcakes. I mean in the pancakes. So that's what that looks like. And then when you lift it up, I got me some turkey bacon, some crispy hash browns, and some scrambled eggs with American cheese. So y'all, I'm so excited. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm so excited. So I'm gonna put salt and pepper all over my cheese and hash browns. Y'all, I don't eat meat anymore. I told myself I wasn't gonna eat meat. But this turkey, and I've noticed that chicken makes me sick, so I completely stopped. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all know actually, but I had went vegetarian, so I wasn't eating meat for like a whole year. But then when I got pregnant, I started craving chicken, not turkey, not anything else, just chicken. So I started eating a little bit of chicken again, and when I tell y'all, that shit made me so sick. It literally made me so sick, so I stopped eating that again. And I stopped eating that again, and I feel so much better not eating the chicken. So Yeah. But we finna go ahead. I put ketchup on my hash brown. I wish y'all could see the food, because I know y'all probably want to see this goddamn food. Because that's how I be feeling when people do mukbangs. Like, dang, I can't even see the food. So, ugh. We gonna set y'all up like that. First things first, I kind of want to taste these eggs, and they so cheesy. Yeah. God is good. God is great. Thank you for this food today, to nourish my body, nourish my soul. Please let this not make me sick, and please let it just be really, really good for me. I don't regret buying it. I'm happy about my purchase. So, yeah. Ashe. I haven't had hash browns in so long. Especially like out to eat hash browns. Them motherfuckers hit different. So, yeah. They gave me 2 syrups. One I'm going to use for my turkey bacon. And one I'm going to use for my pancakes. Now, with these kind of pancakes, I feel like you don't really need no syrup because they're so sweet. But we gonna see what these tasting like. We're gonna see what they tasting like before we go ahead and get into the topic. They so soft and fluffy. And I almost didn't get these because I'm like, shoot, I don't know if they'd be good. I'd rather just get plain. So happy I got them. So happy I got them. They are a little sweet. Like, I like syrup on my pancakes, but still very good. Anyway, y'all, so this is turkey bacon, right? Y'all haven't had turkey in so long. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it. But on to the topic, y'all. So, I kind of want to get up and get some water, because I do got some water over there. But, because this is so sweet. But, so, y'all, my topic is falling in love. And how, baby, this shit does not just happen overnight. And a lot of times we honestly think we're in love until you actually fall in love. And that's how I was with my current boyfriend. So, me and him fell in love really, really quickly. We had a quarantine relationship, meaning, shit, the pandemic is kind of what forced us together. We quarantined, so obviously we around each other a lot. And, yeah. We met like 10 years ago, but we reconnected in March. And by March 21st, I told him, like, shit, that week, I told him, like, eventually you're going to have to ask me to be your girlfriend, or else you're not going to be coming over my house, we're not going to be laid up, we're not going to be kissing. Like, that's a lot, and I'm not your girlfriend. And at the time, I had been celibate right before we had got together, so I'm like, I'm hot for you. I want you in this way, so let's be girlfriend and boyfriend, basically. So that's kind of how our relationship started. I'm gonna go grab the water, but I don't got no pennies on, so I'm finna have to sneak up real quick. My stomach is hurting already. Cause of the hot chocolate though. That's all. But hold on. But yeah, so like I said, we were in a relationship really quickly, like right off the bat. A month into talking. A month into dating. Well, I'm not gonna say we dated because it was quarantine, so we didn't really go on dates. But we were talking. We were in the talking stage, right? For about a month before we made it official. So yeah. So after that month, we got together, and by April something, like the first couple weeks in April, I had told him, like, I really kind of want to tell you that I love you. Yes, I said it first. I did. So what? But yeah, so I'm like, I really want to tell you that I love you. And he was like, damn, I've been wanting to say it. Like, I've been thinking about it. I've been wanting to say it. And we said it. We didn't say it that day, but we didn't say it that day, but we brung it up. We introduced it into our relationship that day. Like, hey, I think I might love you. Mind you, I did love him. Like, we had been friends for years, just friends. He said we kissed when we was kids, but I don't remember that part. But yeah, so we had just been friends for years, and yeah, so we had just been friends for years, and we had a connection with each other. We knew each other, and when we first met, the connection was just there. Like, even our first date, like, everything was just, we just had our first date in the house. And I'm trying not to tell y'all too many details because we've been talking about doing couple vlogs and making this like our family channel, or not really a family channel, but because I want to do my own thing and he wants to do his own thing on his channel. So go subscribe to his channel. I'll leave it in the description box below. He only has music videos and stuff on there right now. Actually, I don't even know if he uploaded his music videos to his page. I think he did it to the person who shot the video page. But he will be having videos up soon, so I'll leave his link in the description box below. But we are going to start doing couple vlogs. We vlogged our last appointment. We had the anatomy scan for the baby and all that kind of stuff, and it was a hella good vlog. But he wants to edit and stuff like that, so that's gonna be his field. Anyway, so we introduced loving each other really early on into our relationship, and we loved each other. Like, we loved each other. When he fell in love with me, I don't know. I absolutely do not know. We haven't talked about that. This conversation just came up for me the other day because he was like, it's crazy because, like, you be rubbing your feet on me now. Like, when we got together, or even shit a month ago, I used to always put my feet on you or try to play footsies with you, and in my mind I thought you didn't like it. And now that you in love with me, you be rubbing your motherfucking feet on me. And at the time, I didn't think anything of it. But I was in the bathroom on the toilet taking a shit. Sorry if y'all eating with me, but I was. I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm really falling in love with this man. like right now. Not, and we've been together for 8 months, officially October 21st. So 4 months we'll be together for a year. This year, if y'all know, 2020 went by hella quick. It passed beyond all of our eyes, and we're expecting the baby. So our relationship just kind of was like quick. But yeah, I'm like, damn, I'm really falling in love with this man. Like, I'm falling in love with him. And it took me back because the night before, we were intimate with each other. And my stomach was hurting before we was intimate with each other because I had just ate. I was bloated. I'm pregnant. My digestive system is really, really slow. So I was just feeling bloated and gaseous. And he was rubbing on me and loving on me and just trying to make me feel better. And he had put on some music, some Stevie Wonder, to just relax my stomach and rub on my stomach and talk to the baby. And it led to us being intimate with each other. And after we was intimate with each other, after like 20 minutes, I told him like the oxytocin in my body has worn off because my stomach hurts again. Because while we were intimate, obviously I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel nasty or anything. My stomach wasn't hurting. But as soon as like we were done, after like 20 minutes, my shit started hurting. So I'm like, the oxytocin in my body must have wore off because now I can feel pain again. And he looked up, this man looked up everything. He's so smart. He wants to know everything. He's very inquisitive. Like, he wants to know the answers to shit. So, he ended up looking up, like, what that meant. And yeah, it told him or whatever. And then we were watching Grey's Anatomy, like, probably a couple hours later. And you know how on Grey's Anatomy, in the beginning, they be like, you know, Meredith be talking her shit. And she was saying, like, there's 3 hormones in the body that your body produces when you're falling in love. I don't remember all of them, but oxytocin was one of them. And then he looked at me, and I just smiled at him because we both knew that that was a sign that, shit, he probably needed to know, like, damn, she really feeling me. And I needed to know, like, damn, I'm really falling in love with this man again. Like, it was basically an eye-opener to both of us when Grey's Anatomy had said that. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I've just been realizing, like, we love people before we actually fall in love. And it takes loving somebody to fall in love with them. Like, I've always told him, Jonathan, that I've never been in love before. Like, I've had long-term relationships, but even with my child's father, we were together for 2.5 years. And I never had the chance to fall in love with him. I never fell in love with the man that he was. I just loved him. Like, I just had love for him. Or whatever. But with Jonathan, I love the man that he is. I love his mind. I love his spirit. I love his soul. I love his body. I love everything about him. And it's a way different feeling than just loving somebody. I love my mama. I love my daughter. I'm not in love with either of them. So, it was just weird, you know, like, stepping into the process of, like, falling in love. I guess kind of being aware of the fact, like, hey, I'm falling in love. And basically, both my man and I made the executive decision to fall in love with each other. As y'all know, we went through the whole cheating situation, and we have been going through a lot this summer, just financially, spiritually. I've been going through stuff. I wasn't working a lot because of what I was going through mentally. I had a lot of mental health issues while we like were starting our relationship that he didn't understand. It's just a lot that goes into a relationship. And then you also have to put in the mixed quarantine, protests, Black Lives Matter movement, and just everything that was happening in the world. When you have two very spiritually aligned people, we were feeling all of it and kind of dealing with it in our own ways, but not really dealing with the problems together. We were kind of fighting each other because that's what you do with a spouse. Like, you don't fight your kids. You don't be angry at your kids. Even if you're having a bad day, like, you take that out on the person who's supposed to be able to handle it, which is your spouse. Not saying that that's a good thing, but that's kind of, as human beings, what I feel like that we do. Right? Especially our men. We take shit out on our men. It just is what it is. And so, yeah. We had gotten to a point where we was breaking up. Like, we weren't really well, we were breaking up. Yeah, we were breaking up. We were fighting. Like, he lives here, but he would go like a whole week at his mom's house and be like, fuck it. Like, I would tell him, like, you can't live here anymore. You can't be here because your behavior isn't showing me that you want to be here. So, he was dealing with feeling like, damn, like, this is not really my home. If you so easily can kick me out. And just a lot of other feelings that I wasn't aware of that I was causing him. I didn't understand that I was causing him pain. I didn't understand that I was causing him hurt. All I saw was what I was going through. I was very blind to him, his life, his upbringing, his situations, his mental health, his career. I was just like, come home, be with me all the time because I'm going through shit and I need you here. Not realizing my man was going through stuff as well. And men really do handle things differently than women. And if you've never cared about a man enough to care about what he's going through, you're not going to understand that. And again, I had never dealt with that. I had never been in love to where, damn, I really cared about my man's well-being. So after the whole cheating scandal, I really started to fall in love with him because I watched him step up for me. I watched his shift in, I could really lose this girl. Let me get my shit together. Everything that I asked of him, information or to have his passwords or for him to come home more or be at home with me more, help me with Kamaya, help me clean up the house. Everything that I was asking of him, he was doing for me. And it was just kind of like, I would still have attitudes because I was still hurting. So I would still just be mad every day. Even though I saw him changing, even that pissed me off because I'm like, now you want to change? Now you want to? If you can do this now, you could have been doing this. Like, you could have been stepping up and been being my man and been, you know. I wasn't appreciative because I was so mad. I'm just like, nigga, you cheated on me. So how can I be appreciative of what you're doing now when you should have been doing this? This is shit that I expect of you as a man. Right? Right? Now, it's not my story to tell, but he had just got home. He did a bid. He had just got home. And then we started dating like a month later. He got home in February. By March 21st, we were together. So he had only been out for 2 months. And I had moved him in. And I was expecting a lot from him just as a man, as my man. Because as y'all know, y'all have been seeing it on YouTube, I was manifesting a husband. So when God sent me him, in my mind, I had knew this is my husband. So he has to be my husband. He has to act like a husband. He has to walk, talk, and be a husband. Baby, nah, that wasn't it. Mind y'all, I didn't know how to be a wife. I didn't know how to be a girlfriend. I didn't know what it took to love a man like him. You know, a man who had willpower, a man who had talent and strength and wit and wisdom. Like, I didn't know how to love somebody who was my equal, because in the past I've always dated men who had problems, who needed my help, who needed my guidance. Like, so it was like, I didn't see my faults because the faults of my old boyfriends were so much worse than mine. So when I met my equal, he made me very insecure. He didn't make me insecure, but I became very insecure because I'm like, damn, you a good man, but am I as good as a woman as I've thought I've been all these years? Because it's not seeming like it. So I kept questioning, just like, damn, am I doing the right shit? Am I a good girlfriend? Am I enough? And he has clout in the city. Like, he getting up there as far as like his fame goes, and people recognizing him in Milwaukee and recognizing him for his music and not just as Lil Johnny. So I was dealing with that and a scandal and us navigating living together as a new couple. I'm gonna do a whole nother video on living with your man. I'm gonna do a whole nother video. If y'all want to see that, leave a comment down below. But it was a lot. Like, especially living with somebody right off the bat before y'all even know each other. I had a problem with everything. Everything this man did, I had a problem with. And it just, living with a man is a job. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a job of a woman. Like, it is what it is. She takes care of the household. Not always, but in our case. So, just over the last couple months, it's just like, we've both made executive decisions in our lives to be like, hey, neither one of us are going anywhere. Neither one of us want to be with other people. We've had multiple chances to break up. He's left out of town for a month. Like, it's other niggas, it's other bitches, like, it's other people in the world. Like, we have chances and opportunities to not. And then look who going live right now. My man going live. Hold on, let me show y'all. Let me see what he doing. As soon as I'm talking about him, he goes live. Let's see. Look at him. Don't he look good? He's so cute. Okay. But yeah, so what was I saying? I don't know, but we both just made the executive decision to, like, show up and show out for each other. So some of the shit that I was doing, I was becoming aware of. Like, me kicking him out wasn't okay. The way that I spoke to him wasn't okay. Me putting my hands on him wasn't okay. I'm not going to go into all details, but a lot of the shit that I was doing just wasn't okay. And I actually was very toxic because I've been in an abusive relationship. I've been with men who didn't care about me. I've been with men who only wanted to use me for sex. I've been in really, really bad relationships, and I brung a lot of that baggage into our relationship, not realizing it. The moment I realized it was when I put my hands on him. After the whole cheating scandal, I fought him. And he's just like, I never dealt with this. Like, I never just had no woman sitting here hitting me, and, you know, it was like, damn, I don't like this shit. I don't like it. And I had to be honest with myself and be like, damn, I didn't like that shit when it was happening to me either. And I remember the first day my baby daddy put his hands on me. That's something I'll never forget. So I know that moment is something that he never gonna forget. And no matter how many good memories we have, that is now a part of our story. So because I cared so much about him, God was starting to show me myself in him, which made me fall in love with him, because you learn to have compassion for people. You learn to understand people. As you kind of see yourself and your spouse, you will forgive yourself. You know, you wouldn't want to hurt yourself. You wouldn't want to do no harm to yourself. So when you start to see that person as your reflection and as your equal, it changes your mindset. Like, it changes how you want to treat them. And we've just kind of both been in a position to really want each other. Like, the way that I've been wanting him is like, and it's not even just intimacy. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it's intimacy, but there's different forms of intimacy. Like, I've just been wanting to lay up and talk to him and lay in the bed and just watch Grey's Anatomy and rub our feet on each other, or just be cuddled up, or, you know, we've been talking about a lot of spiritual stuff lately, and he's even been telling me, like, I noticed that, like, when we wake up in the morning, how you want to start your day with me is us talking to each other. And I didn't even know that that was a thing. But when I was single, I would wake up in the morning talking to myself. And now that I'm in a relationship, I wake up in the morning wanting to talk to him. You know, I wake up wanting to have a conversation with him and wanting to be on that with him and just start my day with him and getting in his head and getting in his mind and understanding what's going on with him and how he's feeling about certain things. And it's such a good feeling to really feel in love. And I'm even getting chills right now. My hair is standing up. But it's such a good feeling to just to be able to see how much somebody loves you. I think that kind of forces you to fall in love too, because not only is somebody telling you that, but they're showing you. And sometimes they're showing you in a way that you can't see. What I mean by that is, it's not just in his actions. It's not just in my actions. It's me rubbing my feet on him. You know, it is an action, but it's not something that I'm consciously doing to be like, oh, I want to show him that I love him. It's me letting my guard down, because before I'm like, oh, I don't want to be comfortable with you. One of the big things was his phone always ringing and him having to go work. So it was like, in the past, I'm not going to lay up with you and get comfortable with you because I know you're going to have to leave. So my coping mechanism or defense mechanism was to not want to be intimate with him or not be close with him, because shit, you gonna have to leave. I would rather not be disappointed. I would rather just not do it. And now I can be vulnerable in that way because I don't care about my feelings getting hurt, because we in this. Like, this is my husband. I would rather appreciate the 20 minutes that we got to sit here and play footsies than to make you feel like you're unwanted because I don't want to do it. Because I don't want to be embarrassed when you gotta leave. You know, it's just little things in how you show somebody that you care about them and that you are in love with them. And that shit don't happen just in a month. Like, and I never understood that, because I used to always say, like, shit, time has no limit. Like, there's no time frame on love. You can't tell somebody when they have fallen in love, because shit, when we first got together, my friends probably looked at me like I was crazy. Like, bitch, I ain't even know you was dating this nigga. How y'all live together? How y'all love each other? Like, you got a kid. How he just at your house? All kind of shit. And it wasn't for nobody to understand but us. Like, real shit, it wasn't for nobody else to understand but us. And I'm so appreciative of that. Like, I'm so appreciative of us having to go through everything that we went through, because that's what helped us fall in love with each other. Like, being able to struggle with each other and see each other through so many different phases, because even though we haven't even made it to a year yet, we've been through different phases in our relationship. We've been through, every month is a different phase. Every other week is a different phase. Last week wasn't like this week. Last week we were so lovey-dovey and we were so happy. And not saying that we aren't this week, but it's different. Like, we had like 3 arguments this week, and each time he was like, I really appreciate you not getting up and going in the living room, just staying in the bed with me and us eventually working it out, or whatever. That's a new form of acceptance of one another, because I used to couldn't stand being in a room with him, not when I was mad. And now I'm kind of like, I have to take into consideration how that makes my man feel. Let me stick it out with him. Let me sit here and like figure it out. Even if we're not talking, let us figure it out in our mind and then come back together as a couple, you know, as a team. So, yeah. It might be a part 2. And I might do a video on how it is to live with your man. So if you guys would like either of those videos, definitely leave a comment down below, and I will do them. But I'm so in love with my man. And I know, like, people look at you like you crazy when you accept a cheater or a liar. But my man is none of those things. He did something. He made a mistake. I make mistakes. Shit. People make mistakes. And that's your light. Like, that doesn't define him. That's not who he is. That's one thing that he's done. And if we were to hold everything that every person has done, hold that over their head, we would never get to know people. And we would never see them for who they truly are. Because people learn from their mistakes. And if he never would have did that to me, we wouldn't be where we are. He wouldn't appreciate me the way he appreciated me. Because when that shit happened, I fought for him. Like, he was ready to give up. He was like, damn, like, you already told me you wasn't going to take me back. And I told him, like, get your ass home right now. We finna talk. And what he do? Brunk his ass home. And he looked at like a sad puppy, because he just like, shit, I didn't think this was going to happen like this. I thought you was going to hate me. And I'm just like, we finna work this out, period. You're mine. You're always going to be mine. I'm always going to be yours. We're going to get married. Like, God brought us together for a reason. I'm too old for this. Like, I'm too old to go back and forth like, you're my husband. So I just hope that on this journey, y'all truly do learn from us as a couple. And we kind of embrace our struggles, and we embrace the things that we go through, so that we can use our platform to help others through their situation. Because don't nobody talk about the hardships of relationships. Don't nobody talk about what it takes to truly fall in love with the person. It takes knowing the person at their lowest to be like, damn, I can love you here. I can deal with this right here. No matter what it is, no matter what their rock bottom is, I can love you right there. Because guess what? He's seen me be at the bottom of the bottom. And my man chooses to just be like, you're beautiful and I love you and you're mine and I'm going to marry you. And that right there makes me feel like that man right there is my husband. Period. I don't have any insecurities about him marrying me anymore. I don't have any insecurities about him choosing another person over me, because I'm always his first choice. I'm always the person who he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Like, that's just a given. And he knows the same about me. So having that extra level of confidence and love for each other and self-love within ourselves, to know that, hey, we in this. That makes a relationship, that makes all the difference in a relationship. I'm telling you. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Like I said, I'll have my boyfriend's links in the description boxes below. Definitely click on all his songs. Click on the song right now. That's the newest single that he just dropped. And yeah, y'all, I'm out of here.